Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I figured I'll play with some high-end makeup, which I am so excited about because I haven't played with high-end makeup on my channel in such a long time. And I am going to be featuring one new product on my channel as well, which is going to be a new eyeshadow palette. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you guys can subscribe to my channel. And if you guys want to see how I came up with this look right here, then of course, let's get started. Alright you guys, so I am super excited for this video because I haven't filmed with high-end makeup products on my channel in a long time. And I know my last video I want to say it was pretty much me using like some old products, but it was a mixture of drugstore and high-end products. But this is just going to be strictly straight high-end products. However, I do have one product that's new. It's not going to be a high-end product. It's going to be a dupe to a high-end product that I want to actually share with you guys on my channel. Is going to be the Ego-Temptress eyeshadow palette. Here is the packaging for it. I think it looks so beautiful for the actual packaging. This is actually going to be the dupe to the Anastasia Sultry eyeshadow palette, and I was so excited because they actually reached out to me in terms of reviewing the eyeshadow palette on my channel, and of course I said yes. You guys know I love a good dupe. I just think it's more affordable, so yes, I'm going to be showing this palette with you guys today as my actual eyeshadow palette. If you guys have the actual Sultry eyeshadow palette, then of course you may not need it, but for those who may have wanted to get their hands on it but don't want to actually pay the price for it, something to definitely consider. So again, Alter Ego is going to be a company that pretty much offer dupes to high-end eyeshadow palette, and their newest palette again is going to be the Temptress eyeshadow palette. It's inspired by the Anastasia Sultry eyeshadow palette. Again, here's the packaging for it. When you open it up, here is what the actual eyeshadow look like. So it is the exact same in terms of colors. Only thing that's different is going to be the placement of the eyeshadow is going to be slightly different. And the palette retails for $16. So you guys will see me actually put the palette to action in this video. And of course, I'll do some swatches so you guys can see how they swatch as well. Alright, so again, here is the colors to the eyeshadow. I don't own the Anastasia palette, so I will insert a picture of what it looks like right here on my screen so you guys can compare the two. So let's just start off. On the first row, you do have a nice, pretty gray color up here on the top corner. Then you also have a nice light brown. You have a nice peachy color. It's like a peachy pinky color. A beautiful gold. I love a good gold eyeshadow. You have a like a cool tone, like grayish, brownish kind of color. You have a really pretty silver, and of course a matte black. I love a good black eyeshadow, so that one I'm very excited about. On the bottom you have like a light vanilla brownish kind of color, a pretty pinky champagne, an actual pink color, a nice like bronzy color. You have a almost like a silverish golden color. You have a matte brown and a deeper gold down here on the end. So this is going to be more of like a cool tone eyeshadow palette. You guys know I love my warm tone eyeshadow palettes, so this is definitely going to be something that's different for me, but I'm up for a nice challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch the top row so you guys can see what the actual pigmentation and swatches look like. Alright, so here is the top row swatched on my hand. They did swatch pretty nicely. The black one is a little bit more patchy, but the other colors did swatch really nicely, so that is going to be the top row swatched on my hand. Alright, and here is the bottom row swatched on my hand right here. So let's go ahead and throw these eyeshadows on our eyes so you guys can actually see them in action. Alright, so starting off, I'm just going to take the color called Lust. It's that matte brown color. I'm just going to throw it into my crease. All right, next I'm going to take the dark brown color. It's going to be the one right here on the bottom. That one is called After Hours. I'm just going to place it in my crease to give it some depth because the light brown is almost too close to my skin tone, so I'm not really seeing it. So I'm just going to add that dark brown in there as well. I'm going to be light-handed as much as possible so it's not too dark in my crease. All right, next I'm going to take this really pretty like bronzy kind of color. It's the one called Desire, which is going to be that like bronzy golden color. I'm just going to apply it to my lids. I'm going to come back to my crease because I need to fix it, but for right now I'm going to go ahead and do my lid color. It's applying really patchy. I'm just going to wet my brush to help it a little bit because if you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's applying kind of patchy. So just going to wet my brush. I had to change my brush to a more like dense and precise brush to kind of just get really into my crease because that other brush was not working for me. Take a little bit of that peachy color, which is called Blush. Just going to put just a little bit, small amount into my crease, like the smallest wash of color into my crease. Moving on to my foundation, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty. Actually, let's not use Fenty because my skin is so dry. That's a soft matte finish. So let me change it over to a more hydrating foundation. I was going to use my Fenty foundation, but I'm going to use my Too Faced Born This Way foundation because that's more hydrating, and I'm in the color called Chestnut. So I'm going to use this instead because I need all of the moisture that my skin can get. All right, so my camera like died on me, but I just applied my foundation, that's all. Even though my skin is super dry, the area where I put the silk canvas, it still look kind of smooth. But I do want to give that product another try when my skin is actually behaving and not looking like a crusty hot ass mess. So moving on into the concealer, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I did have my Fenty Beauty in front of me. I think I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty instead because that's actually more creamy in consistency. So I do want to play with it some more. I have the color called 360 for the Fenty Beauty concealer, and I'm going to use that today. All right, and then to set my under eyes, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r setting powder in banana just to kind of set my under eyes. And y'all, that's hands down my go-to favorite under eye setting powder because it's so smooth under the eyes and it doesn't leave my under eyes looking dry. So I do appreciate that aspect of it. I think I want to get another one for all over my face, but I haven't decided yet. All right, and then for my all over face powder, I do have the Sephora Micro Smooth powder in the color called Deep number 56. I wanted to give my Makeup Forever and I wanted to give my MAC a break, so I did pick this product up and definitely excited to try this product out. Again, I have it in the number 56, which is called Deep, so it's going to be the second from the darkest one that they have. All right, and then for my bronzer, you guys already know I'm going to use my Anastasia bronzer in Mahogany. I do want to get another bronzer that's high-end. I just don't know which one yet because I don't want to spend that much money on it. So if you guys have any recommendations for a high-end bronzer that you guys love that will work for my skin tone, let me know in the comment section down below because I am looking for a new high-end bronzer. All right, and then for blush, I have the Lorac Source blush in the color called Infrared. I love their blushes, super affordable. Well, they're not really like affordable because I'm a drugstore girl, but in terms of high end, they are affordable. So you can get Lorac at Ulta and also at Kohl's because I typically get their products at Kohl's. All right, and then for a highlighter, I do have a new one by Lorac. It's going to be the Light Source Mega Beam Highlighter in the color called Glow for Gold. Here is the packaging for it. I actually saw this at Kohl's. They had 3 new eyeshadow palettes and they also had, I want to say it was either 3 or 4 new highlighters. I had this and another color in my hand, so I opted for this one first, and if I like it a lot, I'll go back for the other one. It's going to be more of like your gold color. Packaging is rose gold. It's so cute, and here is what the inside look like. It's a nice gold highlighter, so I'm super excited and I hope it works for me because lately it's been a struggle for me with highlighters, so fingers crossed. Just gonna take my A23 by Anastasia to give it a nice fair shot. It doesn't match my eyes, but it's okay. I'm not going anywhere, so it's fine. But this is definitely more of like your yellow gold. And my eye look is more like bronzy, so it doesn't match my eyes. But for the most part, it's not horrible. I just kind of feel like it's sitting on top of my skin, so I will have to spray some water on it. But it's definitely blinded though. So pretty. Alright, you guys, so for my lips, I did use the Kylie True Brown K lip liner. My camera already stopped recording when I was doing my lips, so I apologize. My camera, it just keeps shutting off because it keeps like overheating, so I apologize for that. But I did use True Brown K on my lips to line my lips. And then I took the Stila All Day Liquid Lipstick in the color called Dolce and applied it on my lip. It is a matte color. And then on top of it, I did put the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipstick by Wet n Wild, the color called Nudes. I just applied that on top of the Stila color, and that's pretty much my lip color, which you guys see right here. I'm just going to apply a little bit more of Nudes. And that's pretty much how I got my lip color right here. So moving on into the eyeshadow palette, my bottom lash line, I applied in 3 colors, which was the color called Blush, that nice peachy like pinky color. I also took the color called Lust, that nude color, and I took the color called After Hours, that deeper brown, to smudge out on my bottom lash line to just give it something besides the typical brown, because I kind of feel like it'll make it look too dark, and I think the peachy color worked better under there as like the pop of color. So that was my bottom lash line color. But yeah, you guys, pretty much the completed look, and I love how everything turned out. I think highlighter is really pretty. The eyeshadow palette worked really nicely besides the shimmer shades. Those were pretty much like, well, let me not say those. That one shimmer shade was not my favorite to work with because applying it on its own, it was definitely patchy, but when you apply it wet, it definitely applied much more pigmented and more smoother. The color called Lust is too close to my skin tone, so I had to like build up the color, but I kind of feel like if you are lighter than me, it's gonna work perfectly fine for you. The color called Blush was nice and pigmented, and so was that deep brown color. It was nice and pigmented as well. Everything blended out really nicely, so I have no complaints in that area. So if you guys want to check the palette out, I will have a link in my description box for you guys to check the palette out. Again, it costs $16. You can get it at Alter Ego's website. Again, it's a Temptress palette. It's going to be the dupe to the Anastasia Sultry eyeshadow palette, and they were so kind enough to give me a discount code. It's going to be my name, which is Saida. You do get 10% off your purchase. I will leave a link in my description box if you guys want to try the palette out. And yeah, you guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.